Brandon Gaughan, Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
We are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning. He's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action. It's Darnold. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says, our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered on game one. He's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. Fighting to stay upright. Steps away. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came up with a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Partner, are they going to cover him? Well, that's 4 catches and the touchdown grab on that opening drive.
Well, what we're seeing so far, I believe, is their understanding that they want to go to him and often, but also they know they've got to move him around a little bit, get him into some different spots to continue to find open space to throw him the football. Otherwise, I just run 2 or 3 guys at him. They're doing a nice job of finding his way open, scheming him, as they like to say.
Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. And they'll accept that penalty. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Stroud out of the gun here. That one complete. It's tanked down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Play action. Stroud now. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Throwing now is Stroud. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Stroud to throw it. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The visitors' offense, led by their wide receiver, headed out for their 2nd possession. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but it's fair to say this defense is going to have to find some way to slow him down. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The production sensational here early on. That last catch going to put him up over 100 yards receiving already in this first half of play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold on the move to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. But Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense, tough to run against, and those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a 3rd and 6.
All right.
Stroud looking to throw. That is caught, and he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him some.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well, certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
Stroud. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
On the quick, right?
Now Stroud. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Jonathan Grenard. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Darnold. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Faking the give, Darnold. Escape, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. 3rd down and 13. Here's Darnold. Out to his left. And that is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, It looks like they're going to get the football back again.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field.
Look the high, look the high.
Stroud sets up the play action. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Jonathan Grenard. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Well, how about this? A fistful of sacks already. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. What an incredible start for this defense. If they keep this pace up, they could be looking at an all-time performance.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And Stroud now to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Jonathan Grenard. What a start to this ball game. Still in the first quarter, and he now has 3 sacks, on pace for double digits.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Darnold now to throw. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limit.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Again, Darnold. And he fends him off. Rolling to his left. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Well, they have not been shy about looking his way in this first half. That's already 7 catches for him now. And we've yet to hit halftime. Here's Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
That is caught by Dell. And he's taken down inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A toss left, Mixon. Powering forward. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Holding offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
13 yards remaining on second down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
The Texans on 3rd down. Converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Stroud. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Like any team plan, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Vikings head out to take over once again. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. Now Darnold. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To the air again, Darnold steps. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now 3rd down and very long. To throw is Darnold. That's down the field for Jefferson. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead. And they'll move it up to the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Stroud out of the gun here. Forced out to his, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jonathan Grenard. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Stroud. Taking a shot for Dell here. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Take Dell, 61 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Vikings offense has Sam Darnold headed back out there. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Darnold. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold flushed out right. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back to throw, Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. Throwing again is Darnold. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now it's Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Darnold to throw again. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings add 6 to their lead. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So this... Spans 7 plays, and it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Kicking team.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here we go, let's go.
Stroud. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Oh, hey.
Now Stroud. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Well, this offense and their wideout headed back onto the field. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball and making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
First down, Vikings.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Now a first down carry by Jones. And now he's going to dive and be marked down on a play that really turns out bad for this offense.
So we have reached halftime. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up first and 10 at the 40. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8. Stroud to throw it. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Stroud looking to throw. That is caught, and he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big play.
Here we go.
And Stroud now to throw. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Oh, ready.
Here's a give to Mixon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz from 4 yards out. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
But D'Amico Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Vikings offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Off of play action, Darnold. That's down the field for Jefferson.
That's good.
Away and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over. C.J. Stroud and the offense back out there.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
On the quick, right?
Back to throw, here's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Stroud. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Stroud. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Oh, ready?
A handoff to Mixon. Well, the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep to the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Here we go.
Now they send a man in motion right. Now Stroud going to bat it forward on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays. You know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Fairbairn is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you give him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Oh, ready?
Here's Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Take down with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. This offense making its way back out, led by their wide receiver. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this 3rd quarter. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. And now it is official. That last catch is going to vault and pass Flipper Anderson's mark of 336 receiving yards in one game. It's a record, folks, that has stood since 1989, but it has now been broken. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Darnold. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Three quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Addison will go in motion left. Again, Darnold on the move to his left. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still second down.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Faking the give, Darnold. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21.
First down, Vikings.
Here we go, set.
Darnold now to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And bulldozing his way through. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson from 21 yards away. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. So that one, his fourth touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Kicking team.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing now is Stroud. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Mixon will try the right side, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Stroud. Dancing to his left. And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the first down. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Now Joe Mixon. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Haven't met a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley.
Oh!
Still going. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 71 yards. And the Vikings strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. And that touchdown, his 5th touchdown grab of the game, and that ties him with Jerry Rice from 1990, Kellen Winslow Sr. from 1981, and Bob Shaw back in 1950 for the most receiving touchdowns in a single NFL contest. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead. And they'll move it up to the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey. Hey.
Stroud out of the gun here. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Stroud working out of the gun. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jonathan Bullard drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
The play fake, and it's Darnold. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now it's Darnold. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 55 yards. And the Vikings use the big play to Fourth quarter lead. Yet another trip to the end zone, and that last one, a bit of history. He has now broken the NFL record for most receiving touchdowns in a single game. The try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, south.
Stroud looking to throw. Got his man, Dell. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13, as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Stroud. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here comes 2nd down. Stroud to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Still first
So
down.
a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. And it's a memorable catch because it's the single best reception performance in a game in league history.
How much fun has this been today for us, though, to watch this type of performance? Mr. Glue Fingers himself establishing a brand-new record in the NFL.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
All right.
Now Stroud. Being chased out left. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Here's Stroud. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Incomplete. It's a turnover on down.
Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So it's a win for the Vikings, and it was Sam Darnold, CD, who really led the charge.
Yeah, this was a game for the ages, wasn't it? 6 touchdown passes. He had this offense running to its absolute peak efficiency. And I tell you what, that's as good a game as you'll see at the quarterback position.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long from Houston.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's coming up next.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Greg, one of the joys of covering the league week in, week out, you watch guys grow and mature, and all of a sudden you turn around and look at the quarterbacks we have in this game. Now we're looking at guys who have arrived at that magic term, franchise quarterback.
Yeah, I think you just have to give a lot of credit, of course, to the player themselves, the work, the ability to invest in themselves to develop, but also in these organizations. They continue to surround these quarterbacks as they've gotten older with better talent, better systems, play to their strengths, maybe protect some of their weaknesses. That's what it takes to play at a high level at the quarterback for a long time in the NFL, and give credit to both these players and both these organizations. I think it's official. They have their quarterback of the future, and the future looks bright.
Here's Evan McPherson. And we're underway here in South Philly. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
No touchdown. No touchdown.
Man in motion is Smith.
No touchdown.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
No touchdown. No touchdown. No touchdown.
Throwing is Hurts. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the 1st down after a gain of 7.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
No touchdown. No touchdown.
Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. Oh, looked like he had the 1st down, but the ball is out. The Bengals have got it. And now he loses the football.
After these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away, because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers. We have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up 4th down. These are drive killers.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
No touchdown.
Man in motion is Brown. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Great.
They'll run it here with Saquon. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Great.
Quick throw on the RPO to Goddard. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that will be a bit of a letdown.
Great. Set.
A first down throw for Hurts. And it'll go right.
Find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about, so they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And now it's going to be third down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
On third down, here's Hurts. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. The Bengals have got it. Inside the 20. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. And that is the dream start for this defense on the opening drive. They get the first points of the game for their team.
You know, Mike, every team, they have an opening drive script. So what it is, it's the plays they feel best about. Pass, run, establish a little rhythm, and get your players into the game a little bit. Here they are executing their opening script, something they've done all week long. They cough the ball up, scoop, score, and you couldn't have drafted a worse start for this offense.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on
Delay
top.
of game, offense.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them
Delay of game,
5.
offense.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. Oh, he misses the extra point. So maybe that extra distance did factor in. They're unable to add the point after. to the TD. On is McPherson to kick this one away. And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Mike Hilton coming in to make the play. Second down and 8. A tight end in motion now. Hurts going to keep it on the option. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. The Bengals have got it.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball, because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit. And that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like, because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
On 2.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Burrow going to open by putting it up. He's going to let it go deep for Chase.
The defenders.
2nd and 10. They bring Chase in motion. Burrow here on 2nd down. Quickly, this one out to Chase. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
Well, I can promise you one thing. That's certainly not how that play was drawn up. I thought he did a nice job initially buying about as much time as he could, but realized there was nothing downfield developing, and he had to throw it short and didn't get anything positive.
Here we go.
3rd and long.
Here we go.
And this drive going from bad to worse. And a delay of game now on top.
Offense. Still 3rd down.
The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now Hurts. That's a short one, caught by Goddard. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the first down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now Hurts going to call his own number. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
Great, set. Delta, set. Delta.
Hurts working in the pistol. There he goes again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
From the 39, here's a first and 10. Hurts going to hold on to this one. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Set.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Open man, downfield, he's got his tight end Goddard. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
Great, set.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after 1, 6-0 is our score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Great, set. Delta,
They'll send a tight end in motion right.
Delta.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Trying to keep this drive moving, but it's 3rd and 8. On play action, Hurts. He'll try to run for it.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball. And I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are on the board. They cut the lead to 6-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Here we go.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. A throw on the move is caught. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Done.
Now Burrow on the bootleg. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
Makes the score Bengals 13, Eagles 3.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
No touch that. No touch.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Now he takes off.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides.
No touch that.
Man in motion is Brown. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. 3rd and 5. A pistol snap back to Hurts. And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Nowhere to run that time. Punt team got down there quickly, and they're going to stop him back inside the 10-yard line. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. A throw on the run is complete, and he's taken down up past the 35.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this.
I'm one, ready?
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum, because so far they've come out hot in this one.
Here we go.
2nd down, Burrow. That is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense make their way out to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Get started with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Great, set. No touch, set. No touch.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. Here's 2nd and 2.
Great. Set. No touch, set. No touch.
To throw is Hurts. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
Here's 1st and 10.
Great, set. No touch, set. No touch.
Hurts will try it again. He runs with it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
The defense is going to have to come up with a plan for this quarterback using his legs, Mike, or it's going to be a long day. They knew coming in he was a threat, but I'm not sure they thought he would be this effective this early.
Great, set. No touch, set. No touch.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Great, set. No touch, set. No touch.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix and run, mix and pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Bengals offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll start out 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He'll air one out for Higgins. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up third down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Gesicki, the man in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Eagles offense going to get it one final time in this first half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Hurts taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw, Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To throw is Hurts. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but that once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
Hurts now on 3rd and 2. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles will tie this game up here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense. Still 1st down.
On 1, ready?
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we've reached halftime here. It has been an entertaining first half. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Now, Burrow. Throw across his body is complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
There's a lot of quarterbacks around the league that really struggle with this, Mike, but not this guy. A righty quarterback moving to his left. Your mechanics, your footwork, and your arm talent all have to align, and tell you what, he does it about as well as anybody around the league.
Second down and 3. They bring Chase in motion. Burrow here on 2nd down. He'll tuck it and take off. And this will be incomplete. But a penalty flag down on the play. And let's see who's guilty. So from 3rd and 2, back him up to 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Burrow. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
The Bengals out and ready to punt. As he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And it's been a struggle all afternoon. The defense done a great job taking him away from his game, taking his weapons away, and he is yet to find anything to lean on in this one. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
73! 73!
Hurts now. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Well, you talk about playing complementary team defense, Mike. Well, that is it in a nutshell. The coverage, do your job. Take away the easy pass lanes. Make the quarterback hold the ball for an extra count. That's all they needed to get that pass rush home, and it results in a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And 3rd down coming up.
Nice play there by the defender, able to get his hand up on that ball and break up the pass. And frankly, if he's able to come down with that catch, he'd be playing offense.
3rd and long. Here's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is brought in. And he will take this one in. 82 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn.
His kick is good. And the Eagles will go up by 7. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts.
On 1, ready? Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll air one out for Higgins. That is caught to the 20. And he is unstoppable. He goes all the way. 83 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
On is McPherson for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bengals will even the score here in the third. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so that's whistled dead, and the ball gets placed at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Great, set.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play.
Great, set.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
I think the defender thought he had himself a pick here, Mike. He saw that curl coming the entire way, but unfortunately for him, it was a curl and go. They took him deep. Leads to a huge pickup.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Great, set.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's got his man ground. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Great, set. Set.
Hurts working in the pistol. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Great, set.
Again, Hurts. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. So got it, the tight end comes in motion. On 2nd down, Barkley. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
And he will get into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started.
Check.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will go up by 7. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow set to take over again. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long.
Here we go, here we go.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow. Off-balance throw. It's complete. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL.
Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Now, Burrow. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
On point, ready?
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
To throw is Burrow. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Gun.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a...
4th down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try. And that one not going to get there, and it's wide to the left as well. It's no good, and they are not able to draw closer.
You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all...
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Don't touch that. Don't touch.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Hurts. That's to the right side. Caught by Goddard.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. And they'll throw here with Hurts. This one caught at the 4. And he goes out of bounds at the 3. And from there, it's going to be 1st and goal.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout. Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. Hurts will try it again. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
That 1st and goal sack now changes everything defensively, Mike. You imagine that you're in a 4-down territory where the offense is going to try to take advantage of the field position and punch it in over the goal line. Now, can you hold up on 2nd and 3rd down and come away with forcing a field goal, which in this situation, I think is a huge win.
Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. He'll keep this himself. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. Task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
3rd and goal. They'll run with Barkley. Looking for room out on the edge. You're not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
A bit of a curious call there, Mike, on 3rd and goal. From this far out, you thought they would have turned to their passing game. They tried to catch the defense sleeping and keep it on the ground. Great job by the defense being ready for everything. Not only do they stop them, they take them back for a loss.
So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score.
1, ready?
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Still first down.
Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on
Delay
top.
of game, offense. Still first down.
Let's get set. Stop.
Burrow now. To the left side. Caught by Chase. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They come up for 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Now after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
Here's Evan McPherson. And we're underway here in South Philly. And this opening kickoff doesn't reach the landing zone, hitting short of the 20. So that will move the ball out to the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Great. Set.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Mike Hilton coming in to make the play. 3rd and 5.
No touch. No touch.
Hurts to throw. Taking off. He'll try to get there. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
That's good for an Eagles. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
No touch, set. No touch.
On first down, it's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
No touch, set. No touch.
Now it's Hurts. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Great, great.
Hurts again. A pass complete there to Smith. And the Eagles are looking at a 1st and goal as he's taken down at the 2-yard line.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
This has been a solid opening drive, knocking on the door. 1st and goal. No handoff. He'll keep it himself. And he will take it in himself. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as...
On third down, here's Hurts. To the goal line and in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, offensive coordinator's script at the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfect.
Here we go.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. And this ball incomplete on third down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to... conversion. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
And that one not going to get there. And it's wide to the left as well. It's no good. And they do not cut into the deficit.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a
Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Here we go, here we
From
go.
the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Delay of game, offense.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
They go play action with Burrow. Out to his left. They've got his man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 71 yards. And the Bengals put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play #1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots, but that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. to the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. And that... be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Rudolph off play action. And that's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. It'll go as a gain of 4. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. And he's had an early impact on the game. Sensational so far. And they'll likely be looking to find more ways to get him involved. And now Burrow not enamored with the formation. Instead, he'll signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Burrow will throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming on.
Hey, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Throw left side complete to Chase. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
Again, it's Burrow. Open man is Yoshivas. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd down and 6.
Here we go, here we go.
And they go play action now. Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. For those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Delay of game, offense.
So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Still first down.
On 2, ready?
Burrow looking to pass. Rolling to his left. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And here for 1st and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. Over the middle. That's caught by Chase. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
Here we go, here we go.
Now it's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
McPherson now for the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Kicking team.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Rudolph looking to throw it. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Here we go.
Now it's Rudolph. Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 1. Here's Rudolph. This is caught. Touchdown, Titans. Calvin Ridley, 33 yards. And the Titans have got it back to within a score. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Nick Folk for the point after. And that'll make it 13-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here. 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency, get to the line of scrimmage, snap the ball.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Still first down.
Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Here's Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hits 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage, you've got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Burrow.
Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase.
On 1, ready?
From the 46, here's 2nd and a yard.
Here we go.
Burrow on play action. Steps away. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 1, ready?
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful.
Here we go.
Now it's 3rd and 1. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So on 4th down, Ryan Rico on to punt for the Bengals.
And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Rudolph looking to throw. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the point after. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead. And the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for
it. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. The Bengals offense returns to the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. throw's going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Titan football.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive.
We'll get this up to about the 44.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Rudolph.
That one too wide and incomplete.
Well, you have no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. On the return is Williams. Muscles him off.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow, escaping the pressure right, able to get away. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Still second down.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Burrow will throw.
And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Burrow, flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5.
And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late.
So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. From the gun, here's Rudolph.
And that's complete to Westbrook Akine. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Now Rudolph. Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 50, it's Rudolph. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Second and 10.
Rudolph now to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
The Bengals going to take over late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Finding space at the 40.
And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Open man is Chase, complete.
Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you down,
getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. Third quarter, here we go.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Here's Rudolph.
Drops this underneath for Pollard.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up second down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Back to throw, Rudolph.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And now a fake there on the jet sweep as they'll get to Pollard.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9.
On the draw, it's Pollard. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 30. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Rudolph looking to throw it. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Now it's Rudolph. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Nick Westbrook-Akine
from a yard out.
And the Titans are back within a score.
1st and goal. Forget running the football. Forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
On for the extra point is Folk. And this is back to a 5-point game. That time a 9-play drive. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Oh, some strong running.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
As they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Here we go.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And this defense rejuvenated, apparently, as they drop him behind the line again. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow looking deep here for Chase. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Here's Rudolph.